Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 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 Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Test, 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 test. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned into the right sport at the right time. We are here in Bexley, Columbus, Ohio, ready to witness a men's soccer matchup of Case Western Reserve, the Spartans facing up against our Capital Comets. I will be your commentator for this evening, this beautiful, fine evening we have here today. My name is Jonathan Brown. Everybody calls me JB. And we're going to have a wonderful time today. Case Western ready to kick things off here, get things started. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for each team here. For the Spartans, starting is a senior at goalkeeper, Jackson Kalen. Junior at midfield, Jacob Salmon. Defender, number 4, Alexandru Ramalchi. At defender, we have number 5, Jad Ogblesi. Number 6, a freshman at midfield, Camden Larson. Midfield sophomore, number 7, Lucas Dalkis. Midfield senior, number 12, Adrian Harkins. Midfield, number 15, Sean Atwater. At midfield, number 16, Caleb Tan. At 18, midfield, Matt Vatt. And at defender midfield, number 21, Rafael Perez. That is your starting lineup for your for your Western Case Western Reserve. We'll get into our Capital comments starting lineup eventually. But right now, off to the start right now as Capital will take it from midfield. A throw-in play right there by number 3, Josiah Campbell. Bringing in the car across. Nice high kick. The Spartans in control of the possession of the ball right now. Kicking across the midfield, number 12, Adrian Harkinson, which is now kicked out of bounds. Maintains Spartans possession. Let's take a look at our Capital comments starting lineup. Number 1 at goalkeeper, junior Kellen Sargent. The sophomore midfield, number 3, Josiah Campbell. A freshman defender, number 4, Samuel Yoakum. A freshman midfielder, number 8, Tony Espin. A forward, sophomore, number 10, Devin Hess. A forward, junior, number 11, Jack Francisco. At midfield, a junior, number 16, Jack Kosiji. At number 19, a defender, junior, Jarrett Puckett. At midfield, sophomore, number 21, Ryan Caruso. At midfield, 22, Brianne Hesse. And defender, a sophomore, number 28, Colton Daughtery. Right now, the Spartans have a corner kick. A headbutt in, and it is stopped right there. Good defense by our goalkeeper, by the comments right there. That was none other than Kellen Sargent. Doing his job to defend the goal here. That's now in possession, dribbling with the ball right now. Camden Larson for the Spartans. Now in possession of it is the Comets. Seeing a long-range shot. He sees Francisco. Had a 1-on-2 matchup. Now in the possession. The ball is back in the possession of the Spartans. If we're taking a look, if you're now just joining us, we have our doubleheader matchup. The Comets are coming off of a unfortunate loss last night to the Loras College Dewhawks, and a final score of 1-0. Lorehouse, they were able to score one goal in the second half, and that determined the rest of the game. Shows you it was a defensive matchup, and we expect nothing less here. We expect nothing but toughness and grit as this doubleheader continues. You know, no rain. It's a nice day. It was a little drippy earlier this evening, but in Columbus, it is athletics all around. We have our volleyball team. Our football team is playing against Denison as well. That game has just started, and we'll give you some updates with that as well. Our volleyball team is in Cedar Point as Sargent kicks a deep ball from the goalie over the head of his teammate, Devin Hess. Falling to the ground right now. That was Jacob Salmon. But yeah, it is a weekend of athletics here in Capital and in Columbus in general. None other than the Ohio State Buckeyes. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're tuning in to the right sport right now, watching some men's soccer. You know, you can throw OSU in the background, but you know this is the main course or appetizer for some. But you got a double header of a plethora of sports to choose from, and we're glad you're tuned in here with us today. Right now, the Spartans look to have possession. A save in there by Sargent right there, as he kicks it deep, he was looking for Hess. That kick goes out of bounds. Right now, the Spartans trying to fight for possession right now. Looks like a 2-on-1 matchup. A nice little through pass. In possession right now, Caleb Chan. Moving the ball around. The Case Western is also winless to start the year off, as we have a collision right there. A phenomenal save by Sargent turns into a score for the Spartans. a decision from Sargent to come out of the goal to try to protect, led into a collision with a fellow Spartan. And Case Western turned that into an opportunity to score, and they did right there. That shot right there was by Lucas Dalkis. High right goal right there. Sophomore midfield, Vienna, Virginia. See, Comets are now in possession, trying to respond, rebuttal. However, it is now taken away. It is now Spartans' possession. Right now taking it up midfield. That was Dalkis. As they are spreading the ball around. Rumlichi. Now the Comets with it. Trying to get that ball out of their territory. Trying to find some way. Well, yeah, it is a weekend full of athletics here. Taking a look back at our season for the Comets. The Comets last year, they finished their season 10-8-1 last year, going 4-4 on their home turf. So hopefully they can pull off a victory here. Not looking to start too hot right now, starting off the year 0-1, but it's a bounce back opportunity, and I think the Comets are prepared and ready for that. The Comets fell short last year in the OAC tournament, losing in the semifinals to none other than their conference rival, John Carroll, losing 1-4 in that battle right there. And that's how they ended their season right now. And I'm telling you, this is a brand new team, new season. And you just got to be intrigued and ready to see who wants it more. It is a new season. OAC can put out their rankings, and we can go over that on what they have predicted for this team. However, you just got to kind of ignore the outside noise, and you have to you have to show and prove the doubters wrong. And hopefully, we can see that today from our Comets. Right now, Case Western with the ball, moving it around. A nice headbutt right there from our Comets, trying to get the ball outside the territory. A nice lead pass and misled right there, but controlled by Devin Hess. As we have a whistle. Right now, taking the kick in possession right now, that is Tony Eppenstein. Takes a nice wide kick, looking for the goal. Was trying to get a headbutt right there to Hess, but that is a save right there by goalkeeper Jackson Kalin. Kicking it off to Alexandru Rumlichi. Spartans trying to get it out their territory right now, but Comets are not letting up. Moving that ball around, and looks like it is now in possession of the Comets. Comets have an opportunity here to reset. Moving that ball around. Comets now still moving that ball around. It's deep back in their territory now. A deep kick right there by Samuel Yoakum leads into the possession of the Spartans. Moving it around right now. Camden Larson for the Spartans. Good defensive stop right there by Hess. The Comets need to get this ball out of their territory and try to get some offensive momentum going on. A through lead pass right there. 22 going from Hesse up in the air. Head collision, just a tad bit. Hesse with it. Hesse. And that is a stop right there. Slight turnover in possession now for the Spartans. But the Comets are not letting up. Now kicking it back to the goalkeeper and Sargent. Back in possession of the Spartans. Moving it around. But if we take a look at what the OAC projected the men's and women's soccer team records to be, conference rankings, our men's team ended up placing fourth overall. That is what they are expected to do for OAC. So hopefully they can prove doubters wrong. As we have a collision here from Hesse. Right now, the Spartans back in possession of the ball. Long, deep kick going out of bounds. That pass was intended for Harkins. And it will be Comet's possession, taking it outside bound for outside pass. Right now, that is Jared Puckett. Pass intended for Jack Francisco. Now the Spartans back with it. Trying to get something shaken here. Good defensive stop right there, saved by Sargent. Moving it around. Comet's trying to get it out of their territory. Having difficulty trying to get some offensive momentum going along here, but it'll maintain in possession of the Comets. Taking a look at our football team right now, it is a 4th and 2nd on the capital 8-yard line. We're going to see if Denison, seems like they have rushed the ball a fair amount in this drive. 7 plays, 63 yards. The Comets have not received the ball yet on the offensive side, so we will keep you updated how our football team does with that. Let's take a look at our volleyball team. Great save right there by Sargent. And a deep kick by the Comets, trying to get that just out of their territory. So it looks as if today our women's volleyball team fell twice today. They fell in Sandusky, Ohio, at the Cedar Point Sports Center. The first loss was to Adrian University in 0-3, and they lost to Thiel University at 0-3. Bounce back is at Worcester this Wednesday, 7 p.m. at Worcester. Looking to bounce back for them. Go ahead, ladies. Right now they are sitting at 1-3. Minor setback for a major comeback. We have a goal kick by Sargent. And a headbutt right there from Spartans Rafael Perez. As the Spartans are continuing to apply pressure. Trying to drive into a lot of white jerseys here, but somehow the ball gets out of harm's way. Spoke too soon. Right now with it, Dalkis, the only goal scorer for the Spartans, kicks it outside to Harkins. And an attempt at a goal, a great save right there by Sargent. Moving the ball around. Oh, no call right there. Great defensive stop right there by Campbell. Still trying to get this ball out, but struggling with that. It will be a corner kick for the Spartans. What can they make with this opportunity here? We shall see. An attempt for a head, but ends up into a low pass, and that ball will end up going out of bounds. But it will stay in Spartans' possession. It looks like it was touched by a Comet. Right now it'll be taken out by Caleb Tan. As he looks to see is targeting to throw that into a sea of white jerseys, but the Spartans end up getting it back. Nice stop right there by the Comets. Right, back to the Spartans. Got to get this ball out of here if you're the Comets. You just need to get it out of your territory and try to reset here. A nice deep kick, and it is long into opposition territory. It is now in Spartans territory, but it is a one-on-one matchup, a one-on-two right there with a kick. Devin Hess tried to do I guess you can call that a Spider-Man kick, and it just did not work out. It was stopped there by the goalkeeper, Jackson Kalen. As the Spartans slow it down, looking to reset and move this ball, get it back onto opposition territory. Right now with it, Ramlishi kicks it deep, and Hess with a stop right there. Trying to cause some kind of deflection, but it just maintains Spartans' possession. Right now, leading the deep, Matt Vante, and it leads into another goal right there for the Spartans. A low kick goal right there, just happens to get underneath, past the goalkeeper, and that is another goal for the Spartans. Puts the Spartans up at a 2-0 lead. That was by Matt Vante with the shot. That is 3 shots on the goal and 2 for 3. They are looking successful so far for the Spartans. Believe it or not, we used to be some Crusaders. I don't know if the name change means something, but you know how to throw them hands back in the day. Hopefully these comments can be like an airplane and a nice car, like a shooting star. Hopefully they can get a spark here and get things going. Right now in their territory, he's trying to go on his isolation mode right there. That was number 16, Jack Koso J. And just was unable to get anything going right there. And it looks like the Comets are trying to come on a more aggressive front. You got to respond now. You know, 1 goal, you know, maybe you can send a letter back or a SMS. However, 2 goals, you got to call back and you got to respond. We got a whistle right here. Looks to be a substitution on the play. Coming in for Brennan Hesse is number 27, a sophomore forward out of Lewis Center, Ohio, Colin McCobb. Spartans are having no trouble at all moving this ball into Comets territory, as they will kick it out of bounds. Now in the hands of our goalkeeper, Kellen Sargent, the junior goalkeeper out of Lewis Center, Ohio, went to Olentangy Orange. Last year's assist leaders was Francisco leading the way with 3. And behind him was Puckett, and Francisco also led last year's season's leaders with points with 21. That is a nice number, 21 Savage led the way right there. And right behind him was none other than Koso J. He had 12. Francisco led the way with 36 shot attempts as well. Right now the ball is still in Comets territory. Want to try to get this ball out of your territory, just away from this area. Right now it is just not looking hot, and hopefully they can get the ball away from here as these Spartans take a shot right there. Nice head butt deflection right there by number 4, Samuel Yoakum. The Spartans aren't letting up though. The Spartans aren't letting it up, as that will go out of bounds. It will be Comets possession. And ladies and gentlemen, taking a look here at our football score. It is 6-7. Denison scored, but our offense has got out there, and a 20-yard touchdown pass to Lance Matthews right there, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, 12-5 right there for a nice touchdown. It is now 6-7, and Denison rooting for our boys. Right now, the Spartans with it. It is in their territory. The Comets trying to gotta have some kind of presence here to get that ball back. A nice lead through pass that heads to Caleb Tan. Slowing it down. ISO on him. Tries to hit him with the inside. Nice little shove push. Got to be aggressive. They are up on your home territory. Cannot allow that. Right now, moving the ball. Spartans finding a way just to be creative with their pass, as the Comets are somehow able to get that away. But right now, it's in the hands and possession of Jack Francisco. And a phenomenal goal kick right there. And talking his ish, Devin Hess right there with a nice hole, a nice high goal kick right there. We like that energy. This is your home territory, your home turf. Talk your ish. Talk your ish. We like that. Number 10 right there, Devin Hess with a nice high goal kick in the right corner. Phenomenal kick. We like that. We like that. A nice response back. I hope they got that call right back. I don't know if they got poor connection, but they definitely heard that. We are at their doorstep. It is 1-2. The Comets are trying to come back. Down by 1 goal now with 23-18 left in this first half. So we take a look at some of our NCAA scores. Let's take a look at what's going on here in this territory. Currently, right now, it is a tie game, double overtime for number 24 Houston versus UTSA. BYU, number 25, is up on University of Southern Florida, USF, 28-0. Trying to look at anybody notable. Let's see what we're missing here. Right now, the Spartans moving the ball back in Comets territory. Will they respond, or will the Comets have some kind of solidified defense here? Phenomenal try to stop right there by Josiah Campbell. And a save, a phenomenal save. It was a close one, as the Spartans was in the goal box as well as a fellow Comet. But it happened to be a close, significant save right there by Sargent as the umps are deliberating. It is a close goal kick opportunity here for the Spartans. Everybody is on the line here. Taking the shot is none other than number 10, that is 18, Matt Vante. He's already got a goal kick already. What is he going to do here? No pressure. And great deflection right there, going off of Jack Francisco. Hustle right there by Sargent. Slowing it down, trying to get this team active. You want to see after that phenomenal stop right there, you want to try to get your team set together and get things rolling here as it's a deep kick. Head butted. Now in possession of the Comets, it is Hess. Hess with the only goal for the Comets. Will they pass it to him? Does he have the hot hand? That's S. Back out to Puckett. Looks like this ball is going further and further away from the opponent's territory. Need to get back in that headed direction. As Ryan Caruso now with it. The Spartans are surrounding, trying to get this ball back. It's deep in the Comets territory. And pass right to the Spartans. Number 3, Jacob Salmon with it. Oh, nearly slipped through. As that pass, that ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Spartans' possession. Great stop. As the Spartans with a nice slide kick right there by Matt Vanting. As that kick will go out of bounds. It'll be Collins' possession. Sargent with the deep goalie kick right here. Waiting his go right here to see what he'll do, where this is going. It's up in the air. And a double head collision, but somehow the Spartans are able to take away from that. Responding back the Comets right now, 21 with more hustle. As you hear the whistle, it'll be out of bounds, but it'll be Comets possession still. Comets possession in their own territory. Need to get this back in their opponent's territory. Right now, with it, we love the hustle and tenacity. Looking for it. 19, Jared Puckett. A phenomenal slide tackle right there. Number 6, Camden Larson. That was a whistle right there by Mudge. That's the number 7, our senior midfielder out of Toledo, Ohio. Ready for his last dance. Trying to make something happen here. Right now the ball is in Spartan's own territory. Comets got to apply some pressure, trying to get a deflection here, and they got it. Off number 16 right here, Jack Koso Joe. Got to get this ball out your own territory. Moving it somehow through the legs. Gets a pass to 50. Misses that headbutt connection right there. The Spartans trying to deliver, get it out of their territory as well. Going back to where we started. Right now with it. And it's a goal. Number 10, Devin Hess. That boy is on fire. No, that ain't Devin Booker. That's Devin Hess right there. He's connecting from everywhere on this field. Tying this game up. It is down 2-2. Number 10, Ben 10, Devin Hess. Right there, getting the goal scored right there. Okay. I like that. We like that energy. Need that. Need that presence. As that makes that a tie game with 17:30 left to go in this first half. Still anybody's game here. But with that energy, he's presenting right here. Slowing it down. These Spartans haven't responded yet. Maybe they lost their service plan and are no longer able to get any connection out this way. As a player took a ball to the face, took it like a champ. As that'll go out of bounds. Taking a look back at our football team. They score with 6:10 left to go in the first quarter. It is 21-6 Denison. Some substitutions on the play, though, for the Spartans coming in for number 3 and number 12 is number 10 and 13. That would be Kyson Kroger and Shresh Settles. They're coming in for Adrian Harkinson. As well as Jacob Salwin. Tried to attempt a backside slide. Somehow with it. Number 21 Savage himself, Ryan Caruso. Sliding into that, trying to get this ball out of the Commons territory. Right now connecting with Kyson Kroger. As that shot attempt is out of bounds. Time to put that wall up and defend. A corner kick is here for the Spartans. It goes right behind the goal. That was Kyson Kroger for the corner kick right there. In possession of the ball right now, our goalkeeper, Sargent. Sargent with it as he kicks it deep. But the overhead headbutt comes from the Spartans. Still in possession of the Comets, but as it'll go out of bounds and maintain Comets possession. Taking the ball out right now, that is number 19, Jarrett Puckett. But again, this ball goes back into Comets territory. However, it's still their possession. Looking for Puckett. Headbutt. As it is saved by the goalkeeper, Jackson Kalen. These Spartans moving it around. Well, actually said these Spartans, they started off winless as well. They ended off last their game. They left their game yesterday. They were on a road trip. They lost to Ohio Wesleyan and ended up in a tie. So not a win, not a loss, but a tie. So looking here to see if the Spartans can get their first victory or will the Comets. I'm rooting for one team. Shouldn't be a hard guess to know which team, but it starts with a C and ends with an S. Comets. Right now, moving the ball. Nice little dribble one-on-one matchup, but it'll be Spartans' possession. Taking the ball out is Caleb Tan. Caleb Tan, the junior midfielder from Cincinnati, Ohio. K513. Indiana Hill. looking for his targeted throw as he looks for a deep, trying to get that ball out of here. A nice deep kick from Josiah Campbell just to get it out of bounds. And that would be on the 50-yard line for the Spartans to take from there. Coming in for the game right now, substitutions for the Spartans, Sean Atwater, replacing him as number 26, McLaurin Baguette. McLaren Baguette. Oh, it's kind of fancy. It's like a clothing line. Boy, drippy with it. McLaren, got that McLaren Baguette. Ice on my wrist. Okay, fancy. We got some substitutions coming up for our comments. Looking ready to go in. It looks like the sophomore forward from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, Veron Fun-Gay. And also looking ready, prepared to go in is number 24, the freshman forward from New Albany, Ohio, Derek Harris. Right now, a nice deep kick from the goalkeeper, Sargent. However, it is back in the hands of the Spartans. They're having their way here, as they are trying to rebuttal and respond. The Spartans started off and responded 2-0, and the Comets responded back 2-0. However, nobody has called back since. We're ready to see who wants that action. This Saturday night action. Coming in for the substitutions, number 11, Jack Francisco, and the leading scorer for the Comets, number 10, Devon Hess. Back in Spartans territory. Trying to move that ball around. Back into the hands of a Comet. Right now with the ball. Mooj. As that'll be out of bounds. However, that'll be Spartans' possession. With about 9 minutes left to go in this first half, this is up for anybody to grab. The score may be tied, but it's like 0-0. It's 2-2, but it's like 0-0. That's the kind of mentality you got to have. Who wants it more? Who's going to take the lead and the advantage here? Goalkeeper for the Spartans taking a nice short punt. As Fun-Gay right there. Looking to make that deflection right there. As that'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Comets' possession. The Spartans were unable to connect there. All right, now moving the ball. Wide open, just a little tad short. Gonna have to use some footwork here. Try to thread the needle to get it to Fun-Gay right there. Unable to capitalize on the opportunity, but finds Caruso. But it is now Spartans' possession again. It'll be a corner kick. Looks like taking that kick is Kyson Kroger. And just throws a nice little wall pass to his teammate. As that ball is a little deep. As they'll kick it back to the Spartans goalkeeper. Nearly touched right there by the freshman, Derek Harris. Right now, Lumsky kicking it to his teammate right there, and Camden Larson. About 7 minutes left to go. Neither team here with any response since these last two goals. As it'll be Commons possession now. That ball goes out of bounds. Let's take a look back at our men's football team, and the score has ran up. It is now 28-6. Our men's team is down right now on a one-play, 66-yard touchdown. It is okay. Hey, we're going to respond back. The game is far from over. It is far from over. Comets right now, stumbling. As an shot attempt by the Spartans goes through the goalpost for 3. If we were playing football, but we're playing football. That joke would have killed with an elementary class, no cap. As the goalkeeper kicks it, Sargent, deep pass. The collision right there by Funge and to Harris. Looking the Spartans with it. As that looks like it is. Nice little tap. Somebody's been in the weight room. Trying to get a deep pass. These Spartans get that ball out of bounds. Not out of bounds, but out of harm's way. As they find their teammates back in Commons territory. Just kicking the ball left and right here. As it'll go out of bounds, maintain Spartans possession. They'll take it from out of bounds. Right now, the Spartans attempting a slide kick. Great deflection right there by the Comets. Deflection right there is by number 28, Colton Dartery. As that pass will go out of bounds. As you can hear, it is 4 minutes left. Well, we're at the halfway point, about 4.5 minutes left to go in this first half. It is a tie game, anybody's game. Taking a look here at our men's football team, and they are looking to make a progressive drive, 5 plays, 36 yards, moving the ball down the field. The Spartans turning the needle to his teammate right there. That is number 13 right now in possession. Scherer settles. The Commons tenacity is up one as that draws a whistle, and it will be Commons possession. As Sargent prepares to take the goal kick. Kicks it deep to the left, right to his teammate. That was a dot right there to Colin McComb. But somehow it ends up back in possession for these Spartans. Right now they just like to spread the wealth, I guess, here. Right now the Spartans, right now taking it down the field. Lucas Dawkins kicked out of harm's way. Good save right there. Mudge with it. Trying to get it above, out of his hands. Nice deep kick. Looking for Harris. Almost collided right there at a high foot. That'll be Comets possession though. as we have the Spartans coach, Case Western, trying to argue for a high kick. It just looked as if the Spartans player was going to headbutt. One player just happened to be a little bit more flexible than the other. Fungay trying to get it over. And the Spartans trying to kick it out of harm's way. Both of the defenders going down. And a late push right there. Number 26, McLaren Baguette. As we see 2 yellow cards go up. Now late push down. Seems as if both players got entangled. There happened to be a late push at the end of one of the Spartans players. Anybody ever teach you sportsmanship, my guy? Come on now. Right now, with it, the Spartans at the 50-yard line. Nice little dump-off pass to Camden Larson. We are at the close to the 2-minute warning here. Comments right now. Harris is trying to thread a needle. It was looking for Fungay right there. It'll be out of bounds. Collins possession. As that is a high kick. Stays with the Comets. Got to make something happen here. Unable to maintain possession. A good smooth slide tackle. Still with it. Harris with it. On the island. Being guarded right now by number 21, Rafael Perez. Tries to throw the needle in the Fungay right there. Looks like some fans want a flag for that collision right there. The ref's going to keep it going. About 90 seconds left to go here in this first half. And it looks like another entanglement right there, but the umps will call that, and it'll be Comets possession. And appreciate y'all for tuning in. Halftime coming up. You can take a break, switch over to OSU versus Notre Dame. Support the Columbus Love. Taking a look at our men's football team. It is the end of the first quarter. It is 6-28. Denison is up right now. Deep kick by Sargent. A headbutt from one of the Spartans players right there. Right now trying to dribble it at harm's way. Lucas Dalkis. But is back in the possession of the Comets as it's kicked back to Sargent. Prepared to take another deep, long kick. And a collision right there as it will go in the hands of Spartans. Outside pass. As we have a whistle here. The clock is winding down. Trying to argue to speed it up on his whistle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
The countdown has begun.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half as we take a halftime break. Their Capital Comets are tied here with Case Western Reserve Spartans. That is 2-2 here. And when we come back, we'll begin our halftime report as well as a review as we prepare for the second half. Be back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And we are back here, winding down, getting prepared, and ready to start off this. Second half here. It is a tie game here in Bernlohr Stadium in Bexley, Ohio. This looks like it's getting a little misty. Uh, the fog is starting to come up. I feel that the temperature, that nice warm weather we had earlier in the day, is starting to go down just a tad bit. However, that means the grit is gonna come out, and we're gonna see that as we have flip sides. Flip sides here. We have our the comments are on the right side of the field for the second half, and the Spartans will be on the left side. Cummins will start off with possession. Hopefully, that halftime they came out there with some kind of plan that's gonna set them up for success. Right now, it's anybody's game. But the question is, who wants it more, and we will find out here as soon as we hear that whistle. Double checking, making sure everything's good. Let's rock. A deep kick. In the corner goal. Stopped right there by goalkeeper Jackson Kalen. The Spartans now with possession. We're going to try to figure a way how to get this down the field and then kick it deep. It is rolling, slowing down, and it will go out of bounds. Be Commons possession. Sargent will take it from here. Sargent will take it from here, take it outside. A nice deep goal kick. And boots it right to a Spartan defender. Not what you like to see, but somehow stays with it. Jack Coso Joe somehow able to stick with it. And a phenomenal headbutt play pass right there. Right there from Jack Francisco. A goal in there. A phenomenal assist play right there. Coming from the corner with a headbutt goal to take the lead. It is now 3-2. Your comments are up. What a shot right there. Shot right there coming from Jacob Deaver. Number 29, the freshman midfielder. When you got a dime like that pass, you got to score. They made best of that opportunity right there as the Comets are now in position starting off the second half. They're up 32, 3-2-2. Plenty of time left to go in the second half, though. Anybody's game. We're now kicking it out. Koso G, as it'll be in the Spartans' possession. Goalkeeper getting possession of it. Kalen out to his teammates. Spartans trying to respond. Nearly a collision right there with the ref. Will the Spartans respond, or are they on D&D? Do not disturb. A near steal right there. Able to get that ball out of there. That was Samuel Yoko. Looking for Hess. It just happens to be a little too much, but it'll maintain Commons possession. Hess with 2 goals of his own. Throws it in to his teammate, Jack Francisco. Kicks it deep to his teammates. Looking to slow it down and regroup, try to figure out what they can do here. as we have a whistle on the play. We got a whistle on the play right there. Maintain Comets possession. Maintain Comets possession. Kicking the ball out. Samuel Yoakum. That is a headbutt. And another goal right there. Phenomenal goal right there by number 25, Alex Spears. And it looks like the heat is up. The Comets are heating up. That's a 2-2 rebuttal. No response. Send these texts and calls, and the Spartans got nothing to say. Speechless. Leaving your opponent speechless. That's a 4-2 Doug. They are up right now. The Comets are up 4-2. Still plenty of time left to go. Saying it's a run clock though, but what a goal right there. That is a phenomenal save right there. A correction on that last goal. That goal was actually by Jacob Deaver. So Deaver and Hess have two apiece. Nice little two-piece combo. Four-piece meal. Split two ways. The Comets with it. Kicking it out of harm's way. But the Spartans are bringing some pressure. That energy, they bringing some hostility. The Spartans are moving the ball out. Inside Comets territory right now, number 7, Lucas Dalkis. He's got a goal himself as that ball is punted deep. Let's take a look here at our men's football team. And we have a score update. It is 12:35. Your Capital Comets have scored with 5:09 left to go in the second quarter. It is 12:35. It was a touchdown pass from Ben Everson to Tyson Shuttler, a 15-yard completion. Hoping to come back from a deficit there. Great deflection right there by the Comets. The Spartans in Comets territory. Trying a kick across to his teammate. Great save right there. Got to get this ball out of here. Close. Just missed the corner by a few inches. It's a matter of inches in this game. Right now, Sargent getting his hydration. Shout out Water Boy Adam Saylor. Got to stay hydrated. Substitution for the Spartans coming in for Camden Larson as number 13, Stress Settles. As it is a deep kick. Off to number 16, Caleb Chan. Looking and dodging. Looking to get something going here. It's a deep. Finds a way to lead his teammate to the ball. The Spartans are trying to push it. Makes one defender miss. Another one. Great isolation wall right there on that defensive stop right there by Samuel Yoakum using his body as a wall. As well as Jack Koso J. That was a phenomenal use of his body as well, stopping that right there. The Spartans will have a corner kick. The Spartans are looking to get their first victory as well. Uh, their last matchup, they ended up tying with Ohio Wesleyan, a 1-1 tie. And it seems like they had some energy in the first half, but as of right now, it's silence from the Spartans. No response yet for a two-score goal from the Comets to start off the second half. Let's take a look at some NCAA scores here as college football is back, baby. Taking a look at number 25, BYU is up on USF 38 to 7. Trying to look at any big name teams. We know the main headline is about 15 minutes up the street as OSU is currently up on Notre Dame 7 to 3. The Comets with possession right now. Right now that seems to be Jack Francisco. As that ball will go out of bounds. And it looks like it will be a throw in. Taking a look at some of those other games. Georgia dominated Oregon 49 to 3, the defending national champs. As that is a short pass in there, finding Ryan Caruso, kicking that ball in the middle, trying to thread a needle here. That was Deaver. Spartans trying to get it out of their territory. As on the island by himself is Yoakum. Kick it to his goalkeeper, Sargent. Taking a look at some other scores. Number 23, UC lost today to number 19, Arkansas, 24 to 31. Falling short there. Yeah, but as of right now, your OSU is up. Alabama is also up 17 to 0 against Utah State. And Florida is currently down to number 7, Utah. 10 to 7 right now. That is the score as of right now. Let's take a look at our men's football team. Right now, no update in the score change. It's still 12 to 35 with about 3:31 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up on halftime for the Comets football team. No updates with that. Still, Spartans with possession here. I don't know. They haven't received our messages, whether it was SMS, pigeons, mailbox, email, DMs. They have not responded yet to the 2-0 score to start off the second half from the Comets. As right now, it looks like they're leaving them on scene. As that behind the pass kick attempt is saved by goalkeeper Sargent. That'll go out down into Spartans territory, but the Spartans will maintain possession. Kicking it down deep. It will maintain Spartans possession. Still Spartans possession now. They're trying to find some way to get this ball moving, and right now just the time is continuously moving forward. Is it on their side? As right now, they have no race against the clock, but they need to make some kind of move here, and the sooner the better. Moving the ball Spartans just trying to get it out of their territory. Seems like what the Comets struggled with in the first half, trying to get into the opponent territory. Seems like the Spartans are struggling with that, trying to get the ball into the Comets territory. We have substitutions on the play here. Coming in, it's number 27, Colin McComb. Gotta get this ball outside of Comets territory. Pass it right to a Spartans player. Trying to get this ball. Defend here. A deep pass across the field. Headbutt deflection right there. As the Comets are kicking this towards midfield. Just getting it out of harm's way. Good job on moving the ball around. Good job here of a good defensive front here. Comets holding their ground. Gotta respect, this is their home field. Can't take 2 back-to-back losses to start out the year. It's your home field. I'm assuming they want to celebrate the night right. Getting the ball out of harm's way. In the midfield here. Somehow he was able to slide through 2 defenders, but we got a whistle here. As we have a whistle on the play. As it will be a mid-free kick for the Spartans. And it goes over, and a phenomenal save right there. Outreach right there with the hand right there by Sargent. Doing what he's supposed to do best and defend. Great save right there. Great save right there from the junior, Kellen Sargent, number 1. Let them know you are not the one to mess with. Spartans still struggling, trying to respond here, but getting this ball out of their territory. Is a one-on-one matchup down. Who's got the speed? And a save right there from the Spartans. It was a one-on-one matchup, and Jack Francisco, I liked his chances, but the goalkeeper was able to snatch it up just before he had an opportunity. Right now, Comets with it. As we have a late whistle. No dirty play, no flag. A deep kick. That one-on-one. Just a tad bit to the left. That was Devin Hess right there. Like that, set up a phenomenal dime. Just a tad bit to the left. Just a tad bit. We're about less than 30 minutes ago left here on the clock. Another goal here from the Comets will be a nice little dagger put into this. As the Spartans are trying to get some offensive momentum going here, but it's not looking in their favor right now. Taking a look at our men's football team, that game has gone to about 42 seconds left to go until it heads into halftime. Right now, Capital has the ball on their own 42-yard line. Will they be able to do something with the ball? And that ball will be out of bounds. That'll be Spartans possession. Substitutions coming here on the play as we have Ron Fungate and Derek Harris coming in for them. They're taking the play of Jack Francisco and Devin Hess, two leading scorers. One of the leading scorers is coming out. With about 27:40 left to go. Is this a big enough lead? Can the Comets maintain their lead and hold on to this? We shall see. The ball is out of bounds. It will be Spartans kick from the corner. A little corner kick. Take a look. Take a look at last year's record. Last year they finished the year 6-8-2. The Spartans finished 8th in their conference with a 1-5-1 record. This is their head coach, Coach Carter Poe's third season as their head coach. His first one during COVID, and that was a brief, abrupt season. As we have a whistle, no contact. Tell them boys to hit the weight room. After this matchup, it looks as if the Spartans, they will prepare to tackle on Bethany, West Virginia, West University. They will be back home for that. They will have a home stretch for their next 3 games. Great defense right there as a high kick is out of bounds. It'll maintain. It'll become Comets' possession as goalkeeper Sargent takes it out. Prepared to make a deep kick. We're taking a look here at any updates for any of these games here. Deep kick. That was head butted. That looked as if it went out by a Spartan. However, it'll become Spartan's ball. And the ball don't lie. Comets possession. Right now, another deep goal kick. A little short this time. As it looks like it'll go right back to the goalkeeper. It'll be right back to the goalkeeper. Have another opportunity to make a deep kick. And one's high up in the air, just a tad short. As it'll be Spartans' ball. Still trying to make a response here. We talked about the clock being a factor. They have plenty of time. Still plenty of time, but that deep pass ball. As we have a late whistle, the contact of Derek Harris running into the goalkeeper. They're just talking it out. It'll be a yellow card. Yellow card on Harris. And it'll be a deep kick for the goalkeeper here. Ends up passing it short here. Somehow I was able to get it through a needle. Right now, back in the hands of the Comets. Ooh, almost. You like that matchup coming down. Some acceleration. Vernon Fungate had an opportunity, but it was scooped up by the goalkeeper. As that ball is actually headbutted right there. Trying to get it out of this territory. Spartans still need some kind of response here. I don't think they understand how this game works, but hopefully they can find a way to learn quickly. Trying to thread the needle. Unfortunately, just doesn't work right there. As you can hear, the Spartans head coach is trying to get his team back together, regroup, and get organized. But right now, it is just disorganization right now. As we have a Comets player on the ground. That was number 27, Colin McComb. And we'll take a short little break. Hope everything is all right. Walking off with our trainer. Seems to be able to walk with that. Coming in for him is Jack Koso G. As it will be a corner kick. Or a deep throw, excuse me, for the Spartans. But the Comets are able to get it out of harm's way. Vernon Fungate had that one-on-one matchup, and the ref just seemed to look like it was a little too much grappling on there. So, like I said, these boys been in the weight room. It's unfortunate this team, the opposing team, has not been hitting the gym. Sometimes you may get pushed and shoved around as Sargent falls on top of the ball, protecting it. Taking his time and punts that. Harris down there. A nice little headbutt from his Comets teammate. The Spartans try to kick it back out of harm's way, back into Comets territory. Sneaking up on behind them somehow, some way. The Comets are making one miss, slowing it down. Harris with it. And a no call on Harris that looks like he was poked in the eye there. No call, and that ball will be out of bounds. Ball don't lie, though. The ball does not lie. Coming in for Harris is number 11, Jack Francisco coming in. Looks like as if Harris was poked in the eye. Oh, no call right there. as Spartans have possession, kicking it back into their own territory. With now less than 20 minutes left to go on in this half, remaining in this game, the Spartans need some kind of response here. It is not looking too hot. And as this game starts to wind down, our men's football team is prepared to start off the second half. Currently, it is 12:35. Far from over, 2 quarters left to go. It will be a corner kick for the Spartans. And that just seems to be a short kick. But it somehow you hear that, no foul. A phenomenal high kick to get that ball up out of there by Vernon Funigay, number 9, the sophomore from Williamsburg, Ohio. That was a nice high arcing kick. Arch looks so good, look like McDonald's arches. As Sargent is prepared to take his sweet time and make sure he lines up for a nice deep kick, and it is deep. Finds Funigay. Not go out of bounds, but it will maintain Comets possession as we have a substitution. The leading scorer for the Comets, Ben Donovan 10 Hess. That boy, Devon Benton Hess, is coming in. Substitution on the play for number 5, Keegan Reese. And now the Spartans need to find some kind of boost here to find some kind of momentum. Push this ball with some energy. Great defensive stop right there. This clock is not stopping, and they have yet to respond. I always ask, I wonder if they got the message. I would hope they received the message. However, it is not connecting. As that'll go out of bounds, it'll be Comets possession. Throwing it deep. As it'll somehow end up with these Spartans. You know, if you're the Comets, you just got to maintain the whole defense here. Can't let anything up. You just got to maintain and hold your ground here. The Spartans, however, they need to find some offensive switch. Flip the switch. Travis and Drake. And speaking of flipping switches, they just did that with a soft corner low kick right there. That is by number 15, Sean Atwater. And the Spartans are far from done, far from being over. It's now 4-3 with 15:55 left to go. Comets, hold your ground and respond. Did they get that message? Let's find out. Taking a look at the OSU Notre Dame game. Just a quick little peek at the score here. Unfortunately, OSU is down right now, but they do have possession of the ball at their own 20. It is 10-7. Notre Dame leading the way right now. Would love to see OSU and Capital come away with a dub today. Call that a great day in Columbus. Trying to pass from the needle. Collision right there. It'll be out of bounds. It'll maintain Comets possession. Yeah, whistle here. Stopping the clock. Looks as if he crossed the line. As that goes out of bounds again. Comets will have possession throwing this one from out of bounds. As it was a quick attempt at the goal by Funke, but unable to connect. That goes out of bounds. Trying to get something going here. Gotta hold your defensive ground here. Great stop right there. You want to be more on the strong side defensively, but still want to try to initiate some kind of offensive scheme here if you're the Comets. The game is far from over. That's a ball to the face by Funke. As that goes back to a Spartans defender. That'll be a save right there. A save from goalkeeper number 1, Kellen Sargent, who makes a deep kick. And it looked as if the Spartans defender used the Comets as a leg up to get up there. Liking this matchup right here. Nearly gold in. Just happens to go around the outside. A shot attempt right there by number 10, Devin Hess. Excuse me. Jack Francisco, as we have a substitution coming here. Colin McComb is coming back in for number 29, Jacob Deaver. Deaver has 2 goals himself. What about 11 minutes left to go in this second half. What's going to be here? A more strong offense. We see the Spartans try to initiate some offense again. Or will we see our Comets hold their ground and defend their home territory? About 11 minutes left to go. We will find out shortly. Taking a look-see. These Spartans are trying to push the tempo here. Understanding it is now or never. The Comets are doing a good job holding their ground. They just had a little bit more clean, precise passes, but the ball does not lie, and that'll be out of bounds. Comets possession. That'll go out of bounds, so maintaining Comets possession. So it'll be a throw-in pass. You want to try to get this ball out of this area. And that looked to be a handball right there. That would be from number 27, Colin McComb. It'll be a free kick opportunity here for the Spartans. Taking it from the 16-yard line. A phenomenal save right there by Sargent. It hit the bottom right goal post right there. Sargent was able to tip. Yeah, what a phenomenal save right there. We have some more substitutions coming in here. Coming in from the Comets, Jarrett Puckett. Jarrett Puckett coming back in this game. That is a deep kick. We're under the double-digit minute figure. Less than 8 minutes left to go here in this half. The Comets, you want to have a strong defensive presence. Can't allow any close mishaps or mistakes to lead to free goal opportunities here. You got to hold your ground. Come out here with a dub. It's only acceptable. Got to defend your own territory. Spartans got to bring some acceleration here. Moving the ball around. Trying to find a leeway pass to get that ball inside. Trying to find a way to get this ball inside. And that ball looked out. Finally called. It'll be Comets possession. Let's take a look here. Taking a look back at our college football game scores. Still 10-7. Notre Dame has possession at their 9-yard line. Approaching that 5-minute mark. We're about six minutes through. Sargent taking a deep goal kick. Defense wins games, and hopefully we can see a strong defensive front here as that ball goes deep. But we have a whistle here on the play. Doesn't really help The Spartans case trying to argue the clock is moving. A deep kick from Sargent. Trying to move that ball. Struggling here. Good job of that defensive stop right there by Hess. Finding Francisco, who looked to get pushed. Finally a call. Good call right there. That'll lead to a free kick for the Comets. Comets with an opportunity here. This goes in. That might be the dagger on this chapter here today versus this case Western Reserve. Nearly. We have some fans up on their feet for this last final 4 minutes, and we have a substitution coming into play here. Jacob Beaver, the leading scorer, comes in for Tony Epsenstein. As the Spartans are now racing against the clock here. We're going to try to tie this game up here. They're able to end the last game with a tie. It's not a win. It's not a loss. But do whatever you can to make your situation best. But Comets defense is not letting up, and that is what we like to see here. A good save right there by number 5 for the Spartans, Jad O'Gillespie. That was a great save right there. Phenomenal footwork right there. And a deep kick. Just trying to get that out of territory. The Spartans are trying to find a way. As we have a whistle. I believe that was offsides for the Spartans. A deep kick by Sargent. It's out of go out of bounds. Approaching that 2-minute mark. Our Capitals men's football team has just resumed. We started their second half. They are down 12-35. Trying to move this ball around. The Spartans, what a phenomenal headbutt save, deflective right there. This defense is going to win this game here for the Comets. It's got to go out of bounds. Comets possession. We have finally hit that 2-minute mark. Hold your ground. Less than 2 minutes to play here. We'll see how much time will be awarded on the penalty. The Spartans need to put it into hyperdrive, click it into whatever mode they need to speed things up here, because you are on the clock. It is a race against the clock here. Was able to responded a little too late. Great slide tackle. That right there was a dump save right there as it went out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Spartans. This right here, a rush corner kick as it will go out of bounds. It'll be goalkeeper's ball here. That looked to be just a tad bit rushed, or rushing that goal kick right, that corner kick. Didn't look as if they gave his team much time to get set up there. Looks like it was forced. But about 45 seconds left to go here. Deep kick from Sargent. Francisco with it. Slide. I've never seen that before. A slide tackle save. Ball was just in between his legs. As these Spartans are trying to bring some pressure. A great kick to get that ball out of their territory. About 15 seconds left to go here. Comets defense not letting up here. All right.
7, 6,
You can hear the countdown. Has got to go out of bounds.
3, 2, 1, time.
And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Your Capital Comets men's soccer team has got their first dub of this season. The 2022 season comes with a home victory here at Bernlohr Stadium with a 4-3 victory over Case Western Reserve.
The final score
It is 4-3. Taking a look at our leading scorers. Devin Benton Hess had 2 goals himself, and Jacob Deaver finished with 2 apiece as well. A nice little 2-piece combo. They went to Popeyes down the street on Livingston and got themselves a nice little Popeyes biscuit because the Spartans were dry in that second half. Didn't have anything to respond back. However, the Comets' defensive stand was able to hold their ground and hold their front here to get a dub here on their home territory. We hope the same for our men's football team. Our Capital men's football team right now is down 12-35. Defense, go tune into that game if you haven't. And also taking a look here, what's happening up in Columbus. It looks as if it is still a 10-7. And it is anybody's game in the second half with OSU versus Notre Dame. I've been your broadcaster for tonight's evening. My name is Jonathan Brown. I was excited to give you our first victory here at Bernlohr Stadium. Can't wait to be here again. Our men's soccer team, they will take on Washington and Jefferson next Saturday at Washington, Pennsylvania. And then that following week, they'll be here back against Denison. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening. Be safe out there and enjoy yourselves. The Capital Comets men's soccer team has got their first victory of the season. Couldn't be more excited. I'm Jonathan Brown, and we are reporting out. Be safe. Deuces.